What if it was never about age? A some-minute journey into the truth behind fading intimacy after 60. There's a quiet sadness that some men carry. They don't always speak it out loud, not to their doctors, not even to their partners. But it lingers, in the way they hesitate to undress with the lights on, in the way they dodge a kiss with a joke, in the silent sighs they exhale late at night, staring at a ceiling that once held promises and now only holds distance. And somewhere deep inside they wonder, is this just how it ends? Does getting older really mean trading touch for silence, strength for fragility, and desire for memory? The world seems to think so. TV ads push pills with hushed voices and rushed disclaimers. Doctors glance at charts, scribble prescriptions, and call it normal. And slowly that belief takes root that intimacy must fade because you have faded. But what if they're wrong? What if everything you've been told about aging and intimacy was missing a crucial piece? And what if the real reason your connection, confidence, and physical drive are changing has nothing to do with your age? Let me tell you a story about truth, biology, and hope. Chapter 1. The Quiet Shift Inside. Imagine your body like a city at dawn. Streets are quiet, but power grids hum, traffic lights blink, and life prepares to stir. Now imagine that city's roads are your blood vessels, your heart the generator, and every signal for touch, arousal, connection, it relies on those roads staying clear, smooth, and open. But over time, something subtle begins. The endothelium, the delicate lining of those vessels, starts to stiffen. Not overnight, but inch by inch. The traffic that once flowed smoothly starts to back up. And the signals that once rushed like lightning between your brain and your body start arriving late or not at all. This isn't a theory. It's called endothelial dysfunction. And it's the silent cause behind so many symptoms that men over 60 think are just old age. Slower arousal, weaker erections, diminished desire, reduced energy, that vague sense of not feeling like yourself. And here's the truth no one told you. This has very little to do with age, and everything to do with blood flow. Chapter 2. It's not about pills. It's about power. Most men, maybe you included, are offered one solution. A little pill. A short-lived fix for a deep-rooted problem. One that doesn't heal you, only hides the symptoms. That pill forces blood to move when your body should be doing it naturally. And if your blood vessels are too damaged, the pill stops working, leaving you feeling betrayed twice. First by your body, then by medicine. But here's what no commercial tells you. Your body is still listening. It's not broken. It's not past repair. It's waiting for the right signal, the right fuel, the right care. You don't need artificial force. You need natural restoration. And that begins with how you feed your cells. Not just with nutrients, but with belief. Chapter 3. The Forgotten Food That Wakes You Up. In the dust of modern medicine lies a food most men forgot. It isn't fancy. It isn't sold in sexy packaging. But it's one of the most potent sources of male vitality nature has ever given us. Beef liver. Yes, that humble nutrient-dense organ meat your grandfather might have eaten. Now reduced to a culinary punchline. But hidden in those fibers is an arsenal of tools for blood flow, testosterone, and stamina. Iron for oxygen-rich blood. Vitamin A for hormonal balance. B12 for energy. Zinc for testosterone. Leucine and CoQ10 for mitochondrial power. It's like feeding your body blueprints to rebuild itself. And I've seen it happen. Men who felt flatlined suddenly spark again. Skin brighter. Eyes clearer. Morning energy returning. Marital touch reviving. You don't need to eat it daily. Just once or twice a week. Or in high-quality capsule form if the taste isn't for you. But what matters most? Not the food. Not the magic. It's the consistency. Because healing isn't a crash. It's a quiet rise. Chapter 4. Why timing matters more than you think. Nutrition is about more than what you eat. It's about when you eat it. Your body has rhythms. And as you age, syncing to those rhythms becomes your greatest advantage. Morning protein fuels testosterone. Midday movement stimulates blood flow. Evening mindfulness calms cortisol, which otherwise kills desire. And sleeping deeply lets your hormones rebuild like a crew working under moonlight. So imagine what happens when you combine ancestral foods like liver, smart timing, hydration, and movement. You stop resisting aging and start rewiring it. This isn't magic. This is biology. Empowered. Chapter 5. What you'll feel when it begins. At first, the changes whisper. You wake up not dreading the day. You find yourself standing straighter, breathing deeper, thinking clearer. Then your body responds. You reach for your partner with curiosity again. You feel that familiar pulse of interest. And you smile, not because you're performing, but because you're feeling. It's not about becoming who you were. It's about becoming who you still are underneath the layers of fatigue, shame, or self-doubt. You're not broken. You're dormant. And now you're waking up. Chapter 6. The one thing you must remember. Let's not pretend it's easy. You've lived decades. You've been told too many times to accept the decline. Maybe you even believed it for a while. But the truth is, your body believes you. If you feed it trash, it will give up. If you flood it with noise, it will go quiet. If you ignore its whispers, it will stop speaking. But if you love it, gently, daily, wisely, it will come back to you. Because the male body is not a machine, it's a garden. And yes, some seasons feel barren. But no soil is too old to grow again. Final chapter. A new kind of intimacy. Intimacy is not just about sex. It's about presence. The way your hand lingers on hers. The way your eyes soften at her smile. The quiet confidence that says, I'm still here. I'm still yours. When circulation improves, when testosterone balances, when energy returns, you don't just feel stronger physically. You feel more emotionally available, more playfully bold, more you. And the woman beside you? She notices. Not just the new strength, but the old you coming back home. Closing words, the second spring. So if you felt distant from your body, from your partner, from yourself, know this. It was never about age. It was about a signal that got lost, and a system that needed support. And today you have the power to begin again. Not with pills, not with shame, but with knowledge, nourishment, and a choice. Eat the foods that build you. Move like your body still matters. Rest like it deserves to heal. Touch like connection is sacred. Speak like your voice still carries fire. You've lived enough to know what matters. And now you get to live it fully. This isn't the end. This is your second spring. Now rise with it. Hit that subscribe button and join us on a journey through the timeless wisdom of the older generation. Don't miss a single life-changing lesson.